He is a dentist from Syria who is the host of an enormous Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center in his home country.
You come to know that we have a very amazing big center with a lot of Seva also.
Dr. Nawwaf Alshibli spends a major portion of each year in Prasanthi Nilayam doing important Seva.
I was very busy. I could go to the hospital, and what I can see, an ocean of patience, an ocean of Seva.
It is Seva that is important for many reasons.
This Seva is very wonderful because you can feel that you are one with others.
Yes. And back home in Syria, Dr. Nawwaf's Sai Center, that draws volunteers from all religions, remains a buzz of activity, helping those in need in their own region. Welcome to Souljourns. This interview was recorded in late 2023 from Puttaparthi, India, and Coronado, California. Dr. Nawwaf Alshibli, welcome to Souljourns. It's really a pleasure to have you with us. Normally you would be in Syria, your home country, but right now you're in India, and I appreciate you taking the time to sit for an interview. I guess the first thing I want to know is, I didn't know there are any Sai Baba devotees in Syria. Are there very many?
This is the secret of Swami Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Swami has his own plans for all areas without our knowledge. And when the time comes, we will come to know. The story in Syria started since 1975, when my father-in-law came with a group to visit Puttaparthi Prasanthi Nilayam.
Later in that visit, they encountered a safety problem, causing Sai Baba to warn them.
Because of that, Swami himself took to one of them when he introduced that he translated the book of Edward Morfitt, Man of Miracles. He said, don't publish it. It's not the time now.
Their first lesson from Sai Baba. So you're coming up on close to 50 years with your father-in-law being among the first for Sai Baba devotees to be coming to his side from Syria. I'm quite impressed. I didn't know Sai Baba's name was known that many years ago in your homeland. And how often has he traveled to Prasanthi Nilayam?
This is the 13th, but every trip I stay 3 months, less than 3 months, some days like that. Only in Prasanthi Nilayam.
That's amazing.
Very sincere to Swami.
Well, tell me this, after coming to see Sai Baba's ashram for so many years, and now many years after his Maha Samadhi, I don't know of anybody else who goes to Puttaparthi who's a foreigner, who's not from India, who spends 3 months there. Do you mind if I ask you what you do when you're in Prasanthi Nilayam for 3 months?
This is the 6th month which I am staying here because I shifted to some places also to work Seva as dentist. And I'm doing this Seva since 3-4 months in one Swami's hospitals. But there in that time, you know, Swami was there, and after Samadhi, I went also 2 times and spent also a lot of time because we are focusing on sadhana.
Yes.
And it's like that, as inner feeling.
Well, I'm really impressed with your Seva inclinations to spend that much time in Puttaparthi, in India, in the region of Sai Baba's ashrams, doing your Seva. And I meant to point out to the viewers ahead of time that you're a dentist in Syria. And so that's why you spend so much time visiting Swami's ashram to do Seva with dental work that's badly needed for many of the villagers who live in India. Is that correct?
Yes, but I extended the Seva just this year. Before, I was interested in vibronic medicine like radionics and many these alternative facilities with Dr. Agraval.
I know him very well. We were very familiar with vibrionics, and that's something that you've had an interest in, I take it, for a number of years, correct?
Yes. And you know, we are managing many YouTube channels, so we have a lot of work to do there. But there is a rare vibration in Puttaparthi and many his places and centers. So from that energy, we can receive many high frequencies to produce good courses and videos. So Swami's grace was with us always and still.
So it's so good to hear how you've been so busy during your trips to India. And what was it that made you decide to start turning to your own dental work as a part of your Seva program this last year?
Always the will of Swami, because when someone asks from me anything, I will do. So this is the surrendering level without attachment or to anything. So it happened by Swami's grace, like that. It's fantastic, and I don't know why I wasn't practicing Seva as dentist before, because I was very busy, but because I have a lot of time now, I could go to the hospital, and what I can see an ocean of patience, an ocean of Seva, and you know, this Seva is very wonderful because you can feel that you are one with others.
Are you retired now? Is that why you have so much time?
Yes, I retired myself since 7 years. I gifted my dental clinic, to my friends there in Syria.
I asked him to say more about his famous Sai Center in Syria.
You come to know that we have a very amazing big center with a lot of Seva also.
Well, I understand completely. My wife introduced me to Sai Baba many years ago, and I was very well aware that for many people he would invite in for an interview, he would tell them to repeat after him, I am God, I am God, I am no different from God. And I can see that there are people such as yourself from Syria who have written books on this. Describe your book, if you will, a little bit.
It is something from inside, and some information also to make a connection with outside. That books, I started one of them in 2003. I remember that I wrote, under the blessings of Swami, that book within 2 days, each day 8 hours, finished. This is the first book which Swami himself blessed and took. The other books, it's Lights on the Way. Lights on the Way took some time. I finished it 2006, like that. There's many other books came. For example, transcendental vision into deep into the self.
Yeah.
That book I wrote on veranda.
On the veranda.
Yes.
Many hours of waiting for Baba to come out. Tell me,
yes.
I know you had that chance to talk to him when he came to bless your books on the veranda. Did you have many instances where did you talk to him often?
Because I had the opportunity to go to the veranda in 2008. In that time, Swami rarely came to give darshan in morning time.
Right, I remember that time.
Yeah. But in that time, suddenly, I was on veranda alone. I'm very, very polite and disciplined in front of Swami. And I also didn't move. I was observing Swami to mention to me to come. So when he approached me, 1 meter, only 1 meter far away, and I didn't move. He transformed himself to Narasimha, the lion. I saw Swami's face as Narasimha. I said to myself, oh, what's that? Maybe he's trying to terrible me, to prevent me to come more nearer. So I was steady. And the chair came in front of me and went to the stage. The fellow beside me, what he said, you did very correct. You did very well. Because I didn't move.
Yes.
I said, but I saw Swami like that. What that means? He said, that means he's giving you the strength to do the mission which you are doing in a very good manner.
And you've had some amazing blessings from Sai Baba. I'm still curious to know about how you felt when you felt his hair brush up against your face.
Yes.
Were you aware of the feeling of some form of transformation in that instance?
Yes, of course. Because what I put in my mind in that time, on veranda, there's a place if I want to talk to Swami. So I took to the managers there that after I'm starting, I was translating Prima Vaini with me. So I wanted to intentionally to make connection physically with Swami. So I said, I want Swami to bless my box. When I was sitting behind Ganapati, Swami approached me, and when he approached, and I was introducing the books, and I put some photos to our center inside, and was flipping. I was flipping the pages. I intentionally also wanted to come closer to his hair, because his hair now near my face. So I was flipping the pages when his hair touched my face. So I had that experience. My mind was blank. When Mr. Chagravati mentioned to me, please, sir, give me, I came to know that I'm flipping the same page.
Did you ever tell Mr. Chakravarti what was happening to you at that time?
No, because I have no connection.
Meanwhile, back home in Syria, Dr. Alshibli was openly supporting Sai Baba's teachings, endangering himself and others for years.
Many tests happened in my life. I don't imagine if there is a person happened like tests for him, because in Arabic world there's some beliefs, and we suffered a lot, and they came to destroy also my own family, or I must stop this Swami's mission.
Yes.
So I didn't. So they started to work on my own family, and the terrible situation was very dangerous in many years, many times. But it is one not percent, maybe per 1,000 to go through that situation, and under the blessing of Swami, we could escape.
So Swami brought you through that situation, I'm sure, because I've heard of similar stories with people from closed countries where there's different religions, and you're a very brave man, and I'm glad everything worked out all right.
But for years, dating back 3 decades, the danger was real. The Syrian Sai Baba Center is called Dar al-Salam. It is open to all believers of all religions. Every week, the Sai group here meets seeking self-realization, doing medical and non-medical seva, praying, doing yoga, meditation, and singing bhajans, Syrian style.
لا حزن يدوم ولا سرور ولا بؤس عليك ولا رخاء.
In spite of all the danger and related challenges that Dr. Alshibli has faced, since discovering his own strong attraction to Sai Baba and to Baba's universal teachings of love and unselfish service to others. Dr. Nawwaf stands as a beacon of support for all people in all countries around the world. Sai Baba has given him, as he gives everyone, the courage and the strength to remain strong in the face of all opposition until those who oppose him finally come to the light of understanding. Among the most dangerous periods Dr. Nawwaf and his family and Sai friends had to face began in the year 2011, when a 4-year war began in Syria, his homeland. Sai Baba himself advised Dr. Nawwaf, who was in Prashanti at that time, and at one point Baba actually instructed Dr. Nawwaf to return to his country in the war and to begin an 80-day yagna, a spiritual fire program performed for the well-being of mankind, even though danger was all around.
You must have been in fear, however.
It was very dangerous also for us to go back.
So you went back
So
home.
we trusted. Yes, we trusted Swami and we returned back to Syria.
So you did the
Started-
yagna then.
Yes, started Yagna. Bombs and shells were 10 kilometers away from us.
Oh,
And ISIS really maybe destroyed the half of Syrian army there in that area and wanted to attack.
you had terrorists around you. You had ISIS around you within kilometers of where you live. It must have been very scary for all the people there.
Yes, but spirituality is fearlessness. So we did that yagna, and all things were very okay until the end of the yagna. The good news came again, because when we returned back, our son Ram was shouting, "What a crazy doing! What a crazy Swami you have!" So,
To bring you back.
what's that? Yes.
It was Sai Baba's cloak of spiritual safety that saved the day for Dr. Nawwaf's family and for many others. People who came to see a different way of looking at what Sai Baba calls the Golden Age.
Because the golden age, not to live your life as you want outside. The golden age, when you get rid of the fear from inside. So the transformation happened to us, for me and the other devotees. There is no fear from any religious beliefs or from any political leader or party.
Or wars. Yes.
Yes, we are fearlessness now. This is the benefit of the war.
Well,
There's programs, political programs from many organizations under the name of politique of our religions attacked our minds. So because of the war, yes, we transformed ourselves.
just amazing and absolutely wonderful story to hear Sai Baba's continuing involvement in it, in transporting to you and your wife messages about what to expect for the purpose of taking your fear away more than anything else. Are there other people in the Sai organization where you live in Syria today who have said goodbye to fear because they believe in Baba so strongly now?
Yes, of course. Even the devastating earthquake, many devotees were there, and they are doing and they were doing their best to protect the needy and the people because of this spirituality, because of these blessings of Swami. The earthquake was happening and they were chanting Sai Ram, and it happened without problems because of their faith.
Dr. Nawwaf's connection with Sai Baba, it goes way back.
I will tell you something. I had a deep connection with Swami from previous life. I was with him when he traveled to Badrinath in the previous generation.
Well, you've got many stories. I wish you would write a book about your life. I want to thank you so much because our time has run by very quickly. But I want to thank you, Dr. Nawwaf Alshibli from Syria, who's now doing Seva for Sai Baba. Wonderful stories. Thank you so much. God bless you and Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Thank you, Sai Ram.
Souljourns would like to thank both Dr. Alshibli and the Sai devotees affiliated with the Dar al-Salam Sai Center in Syria, who have helped us to share this amazing story here on Souljourns. The Love Seva projects in support of this one Sai Center in a faraway outpost serves as a beacon to Sai regions everywhere. Sai centers simply excel in their efforts to comfort the poor and bring hope to the needy. Dr. Alshibli is carrying on the important works of Sai Baba, begun here in Syria by his father-in-law in 1975. There are so many unsung Sai centers in the world today, and we hope you enjoyed learning about this one. Sai Ram.
بقلبك خبينا يا قمر وبدور غنينا لوجودك أغاني وألحان حسينا بقربك بمعنى السلام غنينا لوجودك أغاني وألحان حسينا بقربك بمعنى السلام لا حزن يدوم ولا سرور ولا بؤس عليك ولا رخاء कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम إذا ما كنت ذا قلب قنوع فأنت ومالك الدنيا سواء कोई बोले दुर्गा काली कोई बोले साई माँ لا حزن يدوم ولا سرور ولا بؤس عليك ولا رخاء कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम ومن نزلت بساحته المنايا فلا أرض تقيه ولا سماء कोई बोले नारायणा بسم الله وأرض الله واسعة ولكن إذا نزل القضاء ضاق الفضاء कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा دع الأيام تعذر كل حين فما يغني عن الموت الدواء صوت سنتكي راجاني سبهي تيرونا لا حزن يدوم ولا سرور ولا بؤس عليك ولا رخاء بول بول مانا يا مالك بول مانا سايرام سايرام سايرام